If you struggle with scripting your content, you need to watch this video, because in this video I'm going to go through how to script your content like a G. A lot of people I work with, lawyers, law firms, they struggle with scripting their content, and in this video I want to help you get over the fact about scripting your content. It has to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, which I'll speak about in a minute, but I'm going to show you the exact framework I use to script content. And before you're like, okay, so I've got millions of views on social media, as you can see here, millions of views from my clients. Got 2 of my clients to 100k followers each, got another one to 11k, and help them all get leads through their content as well. So just to put it out there, okay? So who is this video for? It's for any business who's starting to create content, but who I mostly help are law firms, lawyers, solicitors, and attorneys in general, okay? So that's who I'm talking to, but it will work for any business or not in the online space who's starting to create content. But yeah, it will work for everyone, but I mostly help lawyers, law firms, attorneys, and solicitors, okay? So what I want to go through now is why I am actually against scripting your content. First of all, scripting your content makes you sound like a robot. I used to script my content, and I used to script my clients' content until I looked at one of my clients' videos one day and I was like, damn, that is not him, it's me. I was like, it was literally a spitting sound of me. I was like, what? This isn't my client. So I stopped scripting for my clients first, and I was like, I just gave them a framework to follow so they could script their content. Then I looked at my own videos. I was like, damn, I sound like a robot too. I sound like I'm reading from a script all the time. What can I do differently? And then I came up with a framework that I can follow. That means I don't have to script my content, which is insane. So first of all, scripting content makes you sound like a robot, and you don't want to sound like a robot. People buy from people, people invest into people, and if you want to stand out within your industry, you need to be you. So first of all, it makes you sound like a robot, so just don't script your content. It takes up too much time. It takes up so much time. It's unbelievable how much just scripting your content will take, because most people are perfectionists. They like to say certain words, and it takes up so much time, because you now have ideation, you have scripting, you have editing, and now you have posting. If you take away the scripting part, it doesn't leave that much time left. Of course, the editing takes up the most of the time if you're editing quality videos, which you do need, but scripting takes up a majority of the time, because you're like, oh, what do I say here? What do I say here? What do I say here? And it's annoying, okay? It takes too much time. It takes up way too much time to script your content. And again, people invest into people. They don't invest they don't invest in robots. They don't invest in people that sound the same as other people in their industry. They invest into people who are different, and just people in general, okay? So people buy from people, people invest into people, and when you script your content, you're trying to be someone you're not. Okay, I know you're like scripting yourself, but you're still like, I need to say this, I need to say this, I need to say that. Oh, I got this idea from there, I need to say that. And it just doesn't make you sound like yourself, okay? And by the way, guys, if you're a law firm or lawyer and you want to build a one-on-one personal brand and get 15 to 30 qualified leads every single month, while you only have to do one thing one time each month, which is press record, book in a call with the first link in the description. It's a free strategy call where we run you through how you could do that. We'll set up a strategy for you, and there's no obligation to work with us whatsoever. We'll go through a strategy, we'll offer our offer. If you want to go ahead, you can. If you don't, fine by us. You have a free strategy to implement after that you can start getting results with, okay? But if you're interested in that, book a call with the first link in the description. So that's number one, and why you shouldn't script your content. Next, let's move on to what you should do instead. And this is really simple, and it saves you so much time, and it will get you a lot of leads through your content, okay? So what I love to do is script the hook of my video, because the hook is the most important part of your video, hands down. You need to focus on the first 3 seconds of your video if you want to hook the audience in. So scripting the hook is important, and that's the only thing I do really script. I script the hook. There's 3 main hooks that I use. There's a visual hook, which is editing wise. There's a and the framework I use for this is summarizing the video in 6 words or less. Try and make it a bit controversial so it grabs people's attention. An image creating curiosity, and an image showing the video's quality so people stay on. So that's the visual hook framework. The next is controversial hooks, so just saying something controversial that will get people to stop their scroll and comment, because more engagement means your video is going to be pushed out to more people. If you didn't know already, the 2 most important metrics of your videos is watch time and engagement, and getting those 2 things up high is very important. The last but not least is an authority hook, and this is just saying something that makes the viewer, your ideal clients, want to stay on to learn. Because if you have social proof, use it to your advantage. And I'm speaking to the law firms and lawyers who do have social proof, of course, but use that as leverage. So for example, let's just do an example right now. This is how my client got a $1 million settlement, for example. That's authority. It's showing you're an authority within your industry, and it's going to stop the viewer scroll who's just been into an accident and wants the same thing. Okay, so those are the 3 main hooks, and that's what I script the hook of my video. Very important to script the hook of your video. If you want a video just on hooks, going through a bunch of hooks, comment the word hook down below. I'll definitely create that video. And then below the hook is the body of the video, and what I do here is just add bullet points to know what I'm speaking about, but when I'm filming I just go off the top of my head. So for example, let's just say I'm explaining how I got the client this settlement, for example. I'm gonna put went to trial, done all this research, for example, and then I'm gonna go off the top of my head. So I look back down at the script, and I'm like, okay, next I need to speak about the trial. Oh, then you speak about trial. Oh, next I need to speak about what we did with research. Speak about research. So you understand what I'm saying? You go off the top of your head, but you still have a framework to follow, if that makes sense. So you're not just like, yes, today we went to this and we done this and we done that. You're looking back and forth, but you're going off the top of your head, so it's more raw and authentic, like I'm doing right now. I have literally right here on a piece of paper a framework to follow, but I'm going off the top of my head. This is off the top of my head. It's not part of the script. I don't say in here show the script. I'm going off the top of my head, so it sounds more raw and authentic. Okay, and it just makes you show your personality so much better. Okay, even in short form videos like this is for short form videos. Like, you can show your personality so much more, and even if it's a 60-second clip or 30-second clip, you going off the top of your head is so much better, and you can edit out anything that you want to edit out as well. Really simple. Okay, so that's the framework I really follow when scripting my content. And let's move on to number 3, which is I still want you to follow a structure to your video. So I don't want you to just go off the top of your head randomly. You still need a kind of like structure to follow, and I want to go through that right now. So here's the structure. So first of all is the hook, which you're going to script. This is normally labeling your audience with a problem, or just saying something controversial to actually grab their attention. But next is speaking about their desired outcome. So you want to make sure you're speaking about your ideal client's desired outcome. Okay, you want to speak about what do they truly want. Speak about it and be like, if you want this, listen to this video, for example. Don't always say listen to this video, but let's just say, for example, this is how my client got a $1 million settlement, and if you want the same thing, listen up, for example. Okay, that would just speak about your ideal client's desired outcome. Okay, and you don't always have to follow that. You don't always have to say that. If it makes sense to speak about your ideal client's desired outcome, speak about it. Next is where a lot of people go wrong. They decide to reveal the solution straight away. And remember what I said close to the start. I said watch time is the most important metric. So the person's watching your video because you hooked them in for a reason. You got them hyped up, and you're like, damn, okay, they're like, damn, okay, I'm going to learn something. When they learn that said thing, guess what they're going to do? They're going to swipe off that video. And if you reveal the thing straight away, it's going to lower watch time. So you need to hype up the solution. Okay, so for example, let's do another example. The hook's like something like this. This is the secret hack that allowed my client to get a $1 million settlement. And if you want the same thing, make sure you watch this video. And I don't know why more lawyers and law firms aren't speaking about this, but it got my other client a $500,000 settlement as well. So you see what I'm doing there? I'm hyping up the solution, and I'm hyping it up a lot so they actually don't get bored and they're like, damn, I actually need to stay on and watch it. So hype up the solution to the pain that you stated at the start, and just make sure you hype it up then reveal closer to the end. I'm not saying full at the end and then just end the video, but closer to the end to increase watch time. Reveal it, and you can explain it a bit more, and then you can end with a call to action. Okay, and moving on to that, ending with a call to action. Okay, so you're going to reveal the solution, and then at the end you're going to end with a simple call to action. Now there's two call to actions I like to use, no more than 2 call to actions. There's one which is a follow, so you're just literally optimizing for the follow for more value, something like that, follow for more lawyer tips, follow for more legal tips, for example. And there's another one which will get you leads. So this is called a many chat sequence call to action, and what this basically is getting someone to comment a keyword so you can send them over a free training, or so you can send them over a form so you can grab their email, phone number, and give them a free case evaluation. And again, this is mostly for lawyers, okay, on law firms, because most of you as law firms offer free case evaluations or free consultations. So what you can do here is say, comment the words keyword, and I'll review your case for completely free. They're going to comment that keyword. You're going to send them over a message saying, hey, can you just fill in this form so we can get a bit more information about your case? And then boom, the form will be name, email, phone number, what happened, you call them up and go from there, and that's a lead right there. It's really overpowered, and it's really insane what you can do nowadays. This many chat sequence you can set up so it does that all automatically, and all you have to do is call them up. Okay, really as simple as that. You get notified every time someone actually messages you and fills in the form, and boom, you call them up. Okay, so those are the 2 call to actions you should use. And again, if you're just a business in general, it's going to be a bit different. You might not send them over a form, you might send them over a free training and start a conversation with them in DMs and try book them on a call if your sales process is booking people on calls. Okay, and now again, I've been over this, but I want to go over it again. Watch time and engagement are the most important metrics. Do not focus on anything else except watch time and engagement. Try and get people to comment, and try and get people to watch longer. Try and get people to comment by being controversial, start arguments in the comment section. Try and get people to watch longer by hyping up the solution that you're going to reveal. Okay, and last but not least, you should have a content dashboard for all of this. Okay, you shouldn't be just writing it down on notes like I did here, and that's kind of contradicting myself actually. I've got a content dashboard. I don't know why I didn't use it for YouTube today, but I felt like writing it down. But yeah, let me just show you what I mean by a content dashboard, and you can actually get this in the description. It is paid, but it's really cheap, but you can just get it if you like. And I give this to all my main offer clients as well for free, because they've paid for the main offer. But yeah, let me just run you through what I mean by a content dashboard. So as you can see here, here's the full content dashboard, and what you get with this is note taking plus feedback, content ideation, still like an artist, checklist for better engagement, 50 hooks when scripting your content, scripting again, sorry about the dogs, client persona, theme, social media analytics, content performance tracker, and just a monthly creation schedule, and also a YouTube system. So no status. If you just have an idea and not sure about it, you just write it down, and then if you actually want to use it as an idea, you can move it to there. You have a calendar view of this, so you know when you're posting certain things. If you do it that way, I don't really bother scheduling stuff out. I schedule stuff out, but I don't really bother like seeing when I actually want to post it. I just post it whenever. Okay. But also, as you can see here, you just move stuff here, and then when you click on one of these, you get a whole script structure that you can follow. And this is for our clients because, again, we post for them, or if they're not, or if they're posting themselves, we just give them a description and hashtag so they can copy and paste. But there's a status here, there's a no status idea, and then there's a many chat sequence, which kind of content are you using? Are you using a valuable piece of content? Is it a many chat sequence? Is it just inspiration and entertainment? So it's kind of personal. And then boom, as you can see, it's all here, and you get a calendar view for this as well. Okay, and that's the dashboard. And what I mean by like you should have it for scripting is you have this here. Like you literally have the script structure here. So that's what I would get down below. It actually helps you a bunch, so I definitely use that if I was you. And what I finally want to do as well is actually do an example of a scripting. Okay, so let's go into the content dashboard and do an example of scripting. I'm going to do an example for law firms, and the video is going to be about what to do when you get into an accident. Okay, so let's go to new. So let's click on new. I'm going to type in what the title is. I'm going to put an emoji if I really want to. content type, let's do a mini chat sequence for this one. Then what I'm going to do is click on it, and I can even use the content template, what I just showed you. AI will give you the framework. If not, I can just go from scratch and go like this. So I'm going to script the hook. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say something like, you just got into a car accident, here's exactly what to do. Here's a kind of controversial example. You just got into a car accident. Here's exactly what you want to do if you do not want to get arrested. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is just press the thing and then press the space, and then it's going to allow me to do a list. So I'm going to explain what you should do. Let me just think 1 second. Get as many pictures as possible. Evidence. Do not admit fault if you have dash cam. And what I'm going to do here is end with a call to action, something like, okay, and what I can do there, and what I can do in this, I can read the hook straight off, and then what I can do here is go off the top of my head. So I could say something like, get as many pictures as possible. This is for evidence, so you can show the police when they come the evidence that it wasn't your fault. Okay, and then you're going to say something like, do not admit fault. If you admit fault, it's guaranteed that you're going to be in the wrong and you're going to get in trouble for that, for example. Okay, I'm just going off the top of my head, as you can see, but you can just go off the top of your head when you're reading this out loud. You can think about it, of course. I'm not saying don't think about it. I'm saying, like, think about it, then you can go off the top of your head. But what I tend to find that happens when I record is I just get ideas popping into my head and I just say them. Okay, and it makes the video better. Okay, that's why I don't like scripting my content fully, because I feel like I'm just stuck saying that. I can't say anything more. And so with this method, you can say as much as you like, just as long as it's not above 1:30 for Instagram. Okay, but yeah, this is the kind of just like way you can do it. It's really simple. And then you can say, if you want a free case evaluation to get the settlement you deserve, comment the word case and I'll send you over a message and we can get that sorted for you. For example, then you set up the ManyChat sequence. It's already set it up, and they send you over it will send you them over the form, and you'll get leads like that. Okay, so that's everything, and I hope you got some value from this video. If you are a law firm, lawyer, attorney or solicitor and you want to get 15 to 30 qualified leads a month, and you want to build a one-of-one personal brand and become a go-to trusted authority within your industry, there's a free training down below. It's a 30-minute free training. It will be on the second link. It will say the Magnify Your Content walkthrough. You can click on that. It's a video going through the system that we implement for clients, and it will show you how you can implement it yourselves and get results straight away from it. So check that out, and I hope you got some value from this video. If you are a lawyer, law firm, business in general, subscribe, because I post content like this every single day. And yeah, thanks guys for watching, really appreciate it, and